Jim Rogers has recently come out stating that he is not buying gold at these levels and he would like to sell his gold if the rally continues. So instead of paraphrasing what he's saying, I'll just read you guys two excerpts from this interview. So, first off, the first question he was asked was, how much further do you think gold can move up to internationally or possibly in India? And his response was, I bought some internationally when it collapsed. When it got to $1,200, I bought some just in case I suspect that there are going to be future opportunities in the international markets. India has got their situation with your currency, which makes it more and more difficult for you to judge the timing because you have to get the currency and the Western price of gold right. I am not buying gold in the West at the moment. I am just watching, expecting another chance to buy. But if war breaks out in the next week or month or something, who knows how high India is going to go, and it looks like war might break out. So the reason he's talking about India a lot here is because I believe he was interviewed in for the Economic Times, but the India Times. So it was sort of this is coming from the Indian perspective. So next up, the next question he was asked was, if indeed there are these Middle Eastern tensions that come out as well, do you think prices of both gold and crude will go up in the near term? And his response was, they will absolutely move up. They will certainly move up. They might move up so much that one will have to sell them. They might spike up depending what kind of war it is and how the war evolves. If oil goes up to a couple of $100 a barrel on the war, then I would probably have to sell it because it would be a spike. And no matter how bad the war is, I do not think it would keep the prices that high. Likewise with gold, if it went up a whole lot, I would have to sell it and it could happen. But at the moment, I am not buying gold or oil in the West. In India, you have a serious problem because of your economy and your currency. You need to own real assets in India. So, as I said before, this interview was done I believe it was the India Times. So, he's talking a lot about India here, but um, let me just highlight a couple things in this interview. He's expecting another chance to buy. So, I'm not sure if he's almost hinting at the fact that he believes the prices will go back down, or maybe he just didn't get a chance to buy below $1,200, which is what he was saying. He said he purchased at 1,200 and he was waiting for a further drop in price to purchase some more. But gold never dropped below $1,200. So, or at least it didn't drop that much below $1,200. At least the physical side definitely didn't. So maybe he didn't buy enough. Maybe he is now kicking himself, saying he wants to wait and he wants to see what will happen with the metals going forward. So, second off, the next thing I want to point out is how he doesn't say it's not like he's bearish on gold. He's basically just saying that if a super spike were to come due to some unforeseen geopolitical confrontation with the Middle East, such as Syria. This is something that kind of just popped out of nowhere. It's been in the news for a very long time, but it hasn't been getting this much hype and this much media attention until, honestly, it started like a couple weeks ago, to be honest. So, I don't know. This is basically just my speculation about what Jim Rogers is talking about regarding how he would like to sell his gold if we see a spike, and how he's not buying at these levels because he is looking, or he is expecting, another chance to buy. So, what do you guys think? Do you agree with Jim Rogers in that it is not a good time to be getting into this market? Should we be sort of waiting for a further pullback, Or are the war drums beating loud enough? Is the economic data, it's not growing enough for them to go ahead and taper back quantitative easing, that now is the time to be buying precious metals? So I don't know which scenario is correct. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys plan on doing in the upcoming weeks and months.